Huge breaking news. We have a publication that Barack Obama put out where he was bragging that he was born in Kenya. We have his wife on video twice saying it. I wasn't a birther 4.5 years ago. It was the Hillary Clinton campaign that first put that out because they had a dossier on him, and the Clintons are famous for having all the old files from when Clinton was president. They still basically run much of Washington. But Hillary was bringing that out, I later learned, because it was true. Now, when she was defeated by him, she joined with him. But there's been big breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. It's on drudgereport.com right now. It's on Breitbart. Barack Obama, the first African-American president of the Harvard Law Review, was born in Kenya and raised in Indonesia and Hawaii. That's actually what the research shows. And what is this from? It is from a book promotion put out by his literary agent that Barack Obama approved of. The vetting exclusive Obama's literary agent 91 booklet, born in Kenya, raised in Indonesia and Hawaii. He had the name Barry Sataro and all these other names. They sealed all his records. His friends said that he was from Kenya. I mean, his wife said it over and over again. And here it all is. Here's the full breakdown by the publisher of all their people. And there it is, Barack Obama. This is the reality. Now, let me show you this next video that I've got right here. This is Michele Obama saying that he went back to his homeland, Kenya, to fight AIDS. Here it is.
Surrounding HIV testing, which is still plaguing so many of our communities, which you all know, a lot of that is due to homophobia. Barrak has led by example. When we took our trip to Africa and visited his home country in Kenya, we took a public HIV test for the very point of showing folks in Kenya that there is nothing to be embarrassed about in getting tested. And we did it as a couple.
Wow. Wow is all I can say right now. Listen, my listeners demanded I look into this. And first they said that the old birth certificate was the birth certificate when it was a receipt and printed off a computer. Then they put out that bad fake, which was fake. I want to put this to bed. Obama's funded by Goldman Sachs and the globalists. Obama is launching wars of congressional approval. Obama is launching drones in the skies of America. I want to go after him on the issues. But the point is, it's true. He's not who they say he is. It turns out the book about him that they put out is basically all fiction and has been proven to be a lie. The truth is, we don't know who this guy is. But his own literary agent said born in Kenya, lived in Indonesia, and then Hawaii. And that's exactly what the records and evidence shows. And the point is, he can be blackmailed with this information. That's why he's so controlled by the Chicago mob and the banksters and Corzine who can steal billions from MF Global. This is huge news. And the Breitbart people that broke this, digging into Obama, they're like, no, Breitbart didn't believe this, but we've got to look at it. This is incredible. This isn't some typo where they say, some word is wrong or get his mom's name wrong or something. This was put out, vetted publicly, and that's why all his other records are sealed. He's got all these other names. It's incredible. Look into it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be covering it tonight on the Nightly News, 7 o'clock. We're trying to get Dr. Corsi on about this. And, of course, on the radio tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central, Infowars.com. Get this out everywhere. Added to the pile of evidence, this is the smoking gun. His own literary agent, born in Kenya. His grandma born in Kenya. Dr. Corsi goes over there to cover it and to investigate, gets arrested. The Bush, we now learn, during the election, sent a letter, and the Kenyan government came back and said the records of his birth have been stolen. That document's public. Well, it means he was born there if the records were cut out of the files. Ladies and gentlemen, Barack Obama is a total, absolute cutout. He is a Manchurian candidate. Alex Jones signing off for Infowars.com. We have the Breitbart stuff posted at Infowars.com. So please get it out to everybody. Alex Jones reporting on some of the biggest news we've ever covered. This just confirms everything. I am so blown away right now. About an hour ago at the office, I filed this report and linked to the Breitbart breaking news. Bombshell, Obama born in Kenya. And who says that? Obama's publicist. That's right, his literary agent. So that's your publicist for books. They used this from the early 90s until 2007. That's the one point I didn't add in my video. I pointed out that it was Hillary that first brought out that he was born in Kenya because the Clintons have all the files and everybody, that his wife, Michele, had said in 2 different speeches they would go back to his homeland where he was born in Kenya. I show that in here. But then I was going back over to Breitbart and I noticed, just as a footnote, this, a whole nother article, Obama's literary agent used born in Kenya bio until '07. He had books published then, bestsellers. Obama was writing books. I mean, this went out. He knew this. His wife says it. They keep his college records and high school sealed. We know they said, oh, he's not Barry Soetoro. That's made up. Now they go, oh, yeah, he was Barry Soetoro. And he calls in now and makes jokes about it to radio shows. And you can go link through to the archive.org link, and it's all there. That he was a New York Times bestseller and all this, and he was born in Kenya. I mean, my God, this is insane. And look, folks, you can't have somebody foreign born, because in the old days they would send people into other European countries, say from France into Germany or vice versa, to get people in and then get them in and then get them elected, or to infiltrate government and things like that. But with this issue is they can blackmail him with this info, and they're clearly doing it. I guess this is the Clintons' third term or something. I'm almost speechless right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is unbelievable. But look at everything else we've seen from this president. This is just off the charts, in our face, and the whole power structure knows this. They were using it until '07, from the early 90s until then. I mean, that's way over 10 years, or like 15 years, right at 15 years. There it is, Barack Obama, the first African president of the Harvard Law Review, was born in Kenya and raised in Indonesia and Hawaii. And it goes on. And there's all these different copies of it. They've sent out different versions over a decade plus. This is huge, huge news. They may stage a false flag or something to cover this up. This is massive.